Yo, what up, guys? Man, haven't seen you guys in a while. Haven't streamed in a while too, so glad to be back. Yeah, that's a lot of things going on. A whole lot of things going on. One of them is the Suns are leading the Nuggets 59-55. Man, if the Nuggets lose tonight, they're toast. They are toast. What's up, Danny? And Clippers are going to play tomorrow. If they lose, they're toast too. This ain't no Dallas. All right, what's going on? What's up, Lou? Single songwriter. Mario. My man, I am legend. Yo, man, I want to apologize in advance because you guys haven't been in Paradox's channel. Just conflict, man. Schedule. I probably won't be in Sunday again. So the beating the meat crew hasn't been together in a while, but someday it will. Someday it will. Equan, man, favorite Bulls jersey, man. Right now, well, red is always a classic, Equan, but right now I like the City jersey. It just looks good. The one that says Chicago on front, man, City edition. I don't have it yet, but one day I will. I don't want to buy a jersey with Markkanen's name on it or Zach LaVine. They might get traded this offseason, man. You know, don't want to do that. All good. Yeah, yes, sir. Absolute Irwin, what's up, man? J Rod. Hey, J Rod, you've been following basketball lately? Hey, Danny, it's it's hard to do it solo. But for the most part, I just do it solo, man. Alvin, what's up, Alvin? Mars says they had to pull me off the bench because you're lagging, bro. I can't hang with a meat beating crew. Mario, you gotta do it daily. You gotta do it daily so you can keep up. Because if you just do it like every other day, you're not gonna get used to it. So you gotta get used to the grind. You know, man. All right, let's get this thing going, man. Because I'm supposed to watch Deadpool 2 tonight as well, or not. I've seen it before. I just forgot how it looks like. Okay, cool. So I haven't streamed in like almost 3 weeks. So there's a lot of things going on here. All right, let's start off with this one. J-Rod, man. I never thought I would see that as well. I mean, Phoenix is, second seed. I get it. But it's LeBron James that we're talking about here, man. And it's not like the Lakers are a bunch of no ones. They have a pretty solid. I mean, they got Andre Drummond. I understand that Anthony Davis is injured, but Phoenix, I mean, you got a 30. I mean, don't get me wrong, CP3 still playing pretty good, but they basically got beat by Devin Booker and CP3. LeBron James is. I don't know, man. They keep on saying when LeBron James goes all the way, they keep on saying that he is the best when taking a team of no ones to the finals, but when he loses, he needs help. So I don't know, man. You can't have it. You can't have it both ways. Oh man, Alvin says Nets all the way. Alvin, I don't think you're wrong. I think the Nets are gonna go all the way. Bucks need the miracle to win the other night, and and the Nets are blowing them out without James Harden. Did James Harden played again? I don't know. So single songwriter, practice makes perfect. Exactly. You got to find your stroke. You got to find the right stroke, and when you do, it's like muscle memory, man. It's like muscle memory. I'm just 14-1. Yeah, man. I mean, LeBron's still gonna come down as the second best player ever. So nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm just surprised that he lost, though. I'm surprised that it was Suns that beat him. I thought he can get past the Suns without Anthony Davis. I mean, their biggest guy in the Suns is DeAndre Ayton, which is, he's a second-year player. He should have taken it inside, but, whatever. What's up, Doc Smizzle? Equan says Phoenix is lucky with Lakers and Nuggets having injured stars. Perfect storm for Phoenix. You know what reminds me of Phoenix is like the Miami Heat last year. They got all the way to the finals. It's because of the damn bubble. Look at Miami now. They got swept. It's like perfect opportunity. The Suns got to capitalize on this. The thing though is when the Suns advance, they're either gonna meet Utah, which is really good, or the Clippers. Either one, I don't think, I think their luck is gonna run out eventually though. So Mars says, I can't stand LeBron. Appreciate what he did for my Lakers, but the rumor is Lakers going to trade for Westbrook. I mean, I can see that, Alvin. Westbrook's his contract is albatross though, so they're gonna have to move 4 players. I mean, it's not like they have good assets anyway. I don't know if that's a good fit. Maybe because LeBron's he needs to be like Magic Johnson now. He can't be shooting the ball, I don't know, like 20 times. So Westbrook loves to shoot the ball, so I see that happening. Absolute Urban says, I see that Thor Infinity War, man. I love that Thor. So J-Rod, you're gonna watch Loki eventually. J-Rod, I just trying to storm it out. I'm confused. I don't know yet because as you guys know, Will Foxification likes Loki, and for the most part, anything that Will likes, I don't like. So it goes hand in hand. So most likely, I won't. Austin, hey man, everyone needs Boozer. Austin, hey, look at this, number 5, man, Boozer, Booze the man. PJ was about to beat his meat. It's not too late, man. Just don't do it while watching me because that's weird. Do it somewhere else. Get a magazine or something. So, I Am Legend. Who's going to win all the way for the title? Nets, man. If the Nets don't win at all, it's a failure, I believe, for the Nets. If they don't win at all, they got to trade someone. Even if there's an injury, let's say James Harden. You're talking about Kevin Durant with no LeBron James here. So who's going to beat them? Utah Jazz or maybe the Clippers? The Clippers looking like a hot mess right now. So they might still pull it off, though. Re-release is better than repaint. Original color from the movie is much better than random color figure. Man, I guess I'll do it. Well, don't do it, PJ. For the love of God, please do not do that. We want Lillard here. He said it himself, either Utah or Lakers. Man, they got to get free Damian Lillard, man. That guy is waste. He's already 30 years old, not 32. He's 30 years old. He's wasting his potential in Portland. I mean, the pairing of Lillard and McCollum looks nice on paper, but ain't going nowhere, man. Ain't going nowhere. Oh, I Am Legend with a super chat with no chat. No, I appreciate that. I Am Legend. Doc Mitchell, my Max Not Tony Stark head sculpt for SH Figure Arts. Thanks so much for cool review and a much better sculpt. Doc Mitchell, it's a good head sculpt, right? It's it kind of on certain angles, it's almost like a Hot Toys. I mean, the body obviously is not because it's cheap figure, but still, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Brett, what's going on, Brett? Paradox says Orlando Magic. I don't even know where that comes from, but no one rooting for Orlando Magic. Todd, Rip City, baby. Man, I love basketball, man. I can't wait for football, don't get me wrong, but it's not even wide open right now because we all know the Nets is going to win. Well, hopefully, I don't know, man. I think they will because I don't see anyone like challenging them. I hope the Bucks can squeeze in 2 more games out of this because I really do love Giannis. I think Giannis is a great player, but man, I wish they can pull this off. What's up, JB? Hey, JB, I just saw you earlier, man, on the stream. All right, Persog says, can you please show your Thor action figure? Yep. Pull him out. Here you go. Peg sword. I don't know. Is it in focus? Yeah. Here you go. No, I do not want to see the pics of you beating your meat. Oh, he's talking to Mario. Mario, please don't. Absolutely not. Don't let him do that. Please. Oh, by the way, I Am Legend. I saw your comment last time. You said, like, go to SoCal. You hooked me up with a figure. Man, I'm going to SoCal now. Well, not now, but eventually. Pablo, what's up, Pablo? Jared, Sixers can take the Nets if Harden is out. You know what, Jared? But doesn't the big guy, isn't he injured? He torn his meniscus. I know it's not that big of a deal, but he did torn his meniscus. So, hey, I'm counting a ledger here, man. I'm gonna hit you up with that. All right, cool. All right, let's do this now. Mario, I want to, man. I want to go to California. I'd rather go to California than San Antonio. I love those guys in San Antonio. But talking about vacation here. I ain't going to Texas. California. So, Mr. JB. Mr. JB being fan. Mr. JB, hey man, send me that damn avatar, man. I'm gonna take that white out from your cool beard. Let's take that border out. There you go. Embiid has a partial tear. Exactly, man. I mean, I understand it's playoffs. I think they could beat Atlanta without him playing. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but they should sit him down. I think they should sit him down. All right, let's talk about the things that other streamers have already talked about the entire past 2 weeks. Because that's what we do here. We talk about, we beat the dead horse here. All right, did I share it? Okay. What the? Why is it not adding to the stream? God damn it, man. Okay, just remove. Add to stream. Unstable internet connection. How about an unstable internet connection? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's do this again. The only thing unstable here is me, not my internet connection. All right, so I guess it's not letting me do a screen share, which is really weird. Okay. Jared says, I was thinking about War Machine Mark IV, then Mark 1 just came in. Yeah, man, that Mark 1's good. There you go. God damn, unstable internet connection. They got a Wi-Fi symbol right here. Cool. Any one of you guys picking this up? I know Mario and Danny. Danny, you might not. I know Mario will. It looks cool. $245 though. I think PJ said it like this is more expensive than Commander Cody, which is strange. By the way, I hate that Commander Cody. I broke my Commander Cody. If you guys are planning to buy Commander Cody, don't. Because it breaks a lot. But I don't know, man. He looks cool. $245 though. Yeah, I think I'll pass on this one. Man, he looks like his nose looks like a pig that's riding a fish. Good combination though. Good combination. Mario, you are getting 2 blurgs because you're crazy. $250 for a little figure. I agree, J-Rod. So here's the thing, man. I just picked up Hellboy. That guy's $265. That is one hell of a figure. So I'm reviewing it right now. I'm gonna upload it maybe next week or so. But man, I would add $20 any day to get that Hellboy before this quill. Just saying. I mean, obviously, I'm not that huge of a Star Wars fan, but if we're talking about just value for your money and figure itself, whew. I'm probably getting Quill with the accessory pack, but not the blurg set. Man, Doc Smizzle, that combo right there would run you to $400. Crazy, isn't it? Quill with the accessory set for $400. But then again, that's a Hot Toys Iron Man anyway. I am Legend for sure. I am. I don't know why people are saying he's oversized. Ugnaughts are supposed to be 3-4 feet on average. So if he's 4 feet, it's supposed to be 9 inches. I get. You know what? I think you're right. I am Legend here. I forgot how tall he is, but I know he's 9 inches, so he's not exactly Rocket. So he's not super small. So he's somewhere there. So not bad, I guess. Mr. JB, we are passing on Blurg. looks good, but no interest. Yoda from Attack of the Clones is oversized. Simon, it's a Passerine, a figure that I need in the collection. Got to be picky with these now. Oh man, I've been picky for the past, like, I don't know, 5 years now. Brad Banner, anyone saying cool price is justified because of the body? Guys are just likely using Jawa body. I mean, how really expensive is the body? I mean, it's not like he has tattoos all over that we can see it. You know, it's a freaking body, guys. Mr. JB, Lane, what's up, Lane? Thank you for the super chat. Give in. Blurg Mania is running wild. Oh man, speaking of Blurg Mania, I'm looking for Hulk Hogan Storm collectibles. I heard Hulk Hogan is a douche, but you know what? Storm Collectibles is reissuing their stuff right now, so I'm holding off to those. And Muhammad Ali. Pablo, final payment on War Machine Mark 4 and to pre-order Mark 1 War Machine. Price is going to get out of hand. Mr. JB. Andre, I'm definitely getting Quill single pack, but I'm very cautious with what I pre-order now. I don't think, Andre, you need to pre-order anything nowadays anyway, so at least if you're in the US, because Sideshow, and up until they release it from Hong Kong, you can make a decision, but don't park your money in there, man. Don't. Dr. Mitchell said the codes and rewards are going to come into play. Definitely not something I'm pre-ordering until released. Man, speaking of codes, did you guys know that Sideshow stopped the codes for Facebook and all that stuff? I happened to see one of their live stream. I don't really watch their live stream because I just don't. I just want the codes. So how it works now, if you guys are not familiar, is you watch the live stream, you gotta, participate in the live stream. You gotta put like hashtag or whatever it is, and then randomly you might get picked. And if you do, then that's how you get the codes. I think they'll email it to you. You'll wait like a couple of weeks, but it's not like $1. I think it's like 10 or 50 or 5, whatever the case is. But it's unlike before, like everyone or majority has a chance. So it's still kind of like a gamble. The problem with that is that, what if you don't get picked? You just watch them for an hour. That sucks. But, it is what it is, I guess. I get it from their standpoint because they're literally giving away money. But then again, I wish they would have just made it less frequent than what they're doing now. Because right now I have no chance of getting any codes. And I think most of the people doesn't. I would assume most people doesn't watch their live stream unless, you work from home. I work from home and I still couldn't pay attention to their live stream. So that's it for me for Sideshow. As far as codes is concerned, I probably would just go to them for exclusives. But yeah, the codes play a big part of me ordering from them. Without the codes, yeah, that's going to be hard pressed for me to order from them now. So Erwin says, got no space for 2 blurs. We'll get one for my OG Mando. Never noticed, but Quill kind of looks like those pigs from an episode in Twilight Zone. He does look like a pig, man. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Oh, yeah. Arby's speed. Hey, man. Arby's are delicious. See Quill standing next to Mando. This hot toys is accurate. The blurg, however, may be oversized after watching Mando again. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the blurg is a bit oversized, but, they might change it. It's still in the prototype, so yeah, I heard that. Says don't need to pre-order anything. I wait till Hong Kong release. Figures are not going to sell out. Daddy chill. Yep, they're not. They haven't in a while. So it's like 2 or 3. Okay. Oh no, Lane says it was like $2 or $3. My bad. I thought it was bigger. I'm with Doc, not pre-ordering. I have to pre-order only a few UK. So that makes sense, Andre. If that's the case, I pre-order some of the figures as well on Big Bad Toy Store because they have like a small run, and I have to. Otherwise, they'll sell out. But yeah, me too. I rarely pre-order anymore. Hot Toys sold our money up front and collect interest, then doesn't release. Yeah, after 2 years. 2 years. Todd C says it so hurts to watch the Sideshow live streams. It does, man. I feel like my brain gets smaller every time I watch a Sideshow live stream. Comics, what's up, Comics? Over 8 of my pre-orders have done this year. We're 25 coupon or points. With those going away, it'll make it harder. It does. Lane, I still pre-ordered. Actually, I'm gonna put a poll right after this because I have my last remaining points from Hot Toys. I'm from Sideshow, which is over $100, and I got a coupon which I want to use, but I'm unsure whether it's gonna be for cable um, Venom or Wonder Woman, the golden armor. So I'm confused on those. We'll see. I'll put a poll out there, see whoever wants to see the review. So I don't care about those three. I just want to use my points, really. So, but yeah. Because on those sideshow streams, they don't talk about anything and laugh at everything. It's a bit cringy. I get it. It's a job. You gotta do what you gotta do, but it's a bit cringy. I'm not expecting them to trash their own figure, but yeah, it's kind of cringy, man. And you watch this. Oh man, Danny, I know you're all over that X-Men, man. I know you are. Lane says I have like over $120 still to use in points. Same here, man. I gotta get rid of those and then move on. I'll still visit Sideshow here and there, but mostly for exclusives, which is honestly not that good anymore. So it's not that good anymore. Sideshow is smart with a 1-year expiration date on coupon because Hot Toy takes 2 years to release. That makes sense, as a matter of fact. The collector, I don't think it's going away. It's the points that's kind of like drying out now. So you can leave that group. The group that they hate it when you talk about anything else besides that. So Deadpool 2 Cable, that is 1 sick figure. I know, Erwin, because Big Bad doesn't have the exclusive shield, so I might get that. Oh, that's here. Cringy is the right word. It is, man. Even Kratos, the guy with a big beard, he looks like a badass, but he's just like, yeah. Just use 181 points. I got like 200 in rewards. We'll probably drop it on Battle Damage Mark 85. Man, I still got 85 pre-order from them. And when I pre-ordered it, there's no taxes yet. So I'm not going to get any tax. So I'm excited for that. Oh, damn, I forgot. General Grievous. Oh, then you guys make me want to cancel the pre-order. Yikes. Yeah, now Marty just informed me too that this baby right here is you gotta get the it's not even included in the figure. You gotta get the expansion pack. That sucks. Why would you put it in there? It does look good. I gotta give it to them. It's really expensive because if you buy this and Mando, we're talking about $1,000, maybe $1,200 if you factor in tax. My goodness, I don't know if I want to drop $1,000 for these two guys, but definitely Hot Toys, PJ. Yeah, definitely Hot Toys. Jazzy, what's up, man? I promise I'll have $247 pending from my OT. Lane, that's a good problem to have. If you don't want it, just send it my way. Haven't received $25 on pre-orders in several months. Same here, Desi. I got the Spider-Man. I don't have one yet. So I'm just waiting for that and then drop my, points and I'll look for other vendors. No, as a matter of fact, I don't. I just stick with Big Bad. I'm cool with them. All right. So this guy has a lot of pictures. I don't know why. Okay. One of you guys picking this up, it's $250. I will. It looks decent. I would never get the Hot Toys version. I would love to have one, but I would never get one just because of how expensive it is and how fragile it looks. I would cry if at $1,400, that's $1,200, I believe. And if you factor in tax and shipping, I know it's free shipping, but still. Would just break. So this one, you can pose it around, take pictures of it, and it looks like it's the combo pack is gonna be cheaper than Hot Toys, cheaper than Quill and Blurg. So definitely would get this one. It lights up too. And if it's anything close to the Transformers ones that they have, I'm all for it, man. I don't need it's not that small. It's not 1/12. That it's still gonna have some presence on your shelves. So it's like a regular 1/6. So I am getting this. Oh no, I don't want to delete it. It even has that. It just opens up. That's it. Okay. But yeah, as a matter of fact, this is a better option if you're a toy photographer because there's joints, but you can barely see it. You can pose around. You don't really need that huge Hot Toys when you're going to take pictures of it because now, it's more fragile. So I love to take pictures. So I would Want to get this, definitely. Alvin says the price definitely makes it tempting. I agree, man. Eddie's in the house here. Oh, PJ says for 240, Hulkbuster is perfect. 30 is trying to steal a lot of collectors from Hot Toys. I hope so, man. I hope they kind of get some attention because competition is always good. So can't wait for 30 Hulkbuster. I think it's so cool they put in more 62 points. My goodness. You know what's gonna make this better? A Hulk. If they make a Hulk, and the face is kind of hit or miss when it comes to 30, but if it's somewhat decent, and it's for, I mean, the Iron Man is $90. So if Hulk is, let's say, 120, 130, and it's somewhat decent, can you really complain? So. Ooh, Lane says just pre-order BBTS Bumblebee from last night from 30 since your reviews. Man, Lane, you better use my link, man. I mean, I don't get any kickback out of it, but 30 notices that. I mean, not 30, BBTS notices that. Guys, if you're buying anything from BBTS, just use my link, man. Because that just shows them that my channel is effective, and when it does, it's really good for me. So, okay, I think that was done. Hold on. Let's get out of here. But yeah, man, I mean, I love it. I'm gonna pick this up. And this is their Iron Man 2. Oh man. It's gonna say it's unstable again. Lane, it's just on every video, man. It's on the description. My goodness. All you gotta do is go into one of my videos, click the link, even if it's not the actual product, just search for it. Like once you're there, once you log into Big Bad and you click that link, you can go wherever you want, but they know that you came from my channel. So that's the only upside to that. I don't get kickback when you do the link, but it's good for me at least. All right, so this is it's $90. It's like Mezco, but diecast. I don't know if it's completely diecast, maybe not. I'm not even going to complain for $90 and it lights up because Mezco is like $80. So, god damn it, Mario. Mario says no one reads the description. Takes me time to write those descriptions. No, it doesn't. It's always there. But I say it on the beginning of the video, Mario. My god. This guy's flying. You can see that. The VFX is kind of cheap, but again, the figure itself is cheap. It's $90, so it's not bad. Ground pound pose. Looks like you can achieve it quite easily, so there you go. Eddie says high-end 112. Mezco is like $100 with line-up features and no die-cast. There you go. So, I mean, if you're a toy photographer, this might be good for you. For display-wise, I mean, it's 112, so it's small. I already think Hot Toys is small enough for display. That's why already the statue comes in because it has a huge presence. This is even going to be worse. But for $90, and if you just want to just mess around with something, it's not too bad. All right, so we're now getting here. Reissue War Machine. He's dealing with the side effects from his COVID vaccine. Mario, oh, you did a COVID vaccine today, Mario. How was it? Did you get a boner? Great. Marco, what's up, Marco? Sorry, I'm late. How dare you, Lane? All right, dude. Any one of you guys pre-order this War Machine because it is fantastic. I know I did. I know I did because when this was released, maybe like a couple of years ago, there's a lot of Iron Man that was coming out, and I didn't want to dip into it. So, but now I can redeem myself. It's a good looking figure. I still feel like the Mark IV looks better because it has the blend of classic / modern. However, man, this guy is a beast. So if you guys are thinking twice about this, I would say just pick it up. I mean, the price is not bad for Iron Man nowadays. It's what, $380 maybe. Forgot the price, but compare it to like the classic Iron Man, the one with the plastic suit on, the one with the transparent suit. That's what, like $420. This is and it says battle damage pieces, you know, go get it. I would say this is one of those figures where even if it was the same one was really, it's gonna age well. It's diecast. The only thing that you could improve on this down the line is if they make everything lights up with one button. And I don't know if that's even worth upgrading if that's the case. Let's just be honest. How many of you guys really install the batteries in here? So would that really matter? What would future editions of this would make you ditch this and buy that? I don't know. I mean, this already diecast. More battle damage pieces, but it looks like this is enough. I don't know. So if they reissue this again 5 years from now, right? Like, so I mean, they already reissued it, so who cares, right? I don't know, but if that's what you're thinking, I mean, I think this is the war machine to get. If if you don't want the Mark IV, you don't like that movie, this is a tank, and it's cheaper, I believe, than Mark IV. So, man, it looks good. I mean, I already placed my pre-order on this on Big Bad, so I'm definitely getting this. What do you call this again? The Widowmaker, I believe, right? So I guess this is one of those war machine that that you just need, even though you already have one, you just kind of have to get it, because it's classic, the first suit, and it happens to be really good. Like, not all Iron Man's looks great, but at least the first 7, I think, is great, but it's classic, like Danny says, it's classic. I don't know, man. There you go, Doc. Doc says, yeah, about it, maybe that's the only upgrade that you can attach to this. If you press one button and everything lights up, like, let's say if they come up with that kind of war machine down the line, then maybe I would upgrade. 5 years from now, there'll be a second reissue for this, and they might, so remember so vividly, no one cared about this figure when it came out. Everyone was fawning over. Yeah, exactly, Brett. That's why I skipped on this. That's exactly why I skipped on this. Needs to be bulky, and this fits the bill. The Endgame one looks more like a fun Iron Man. I agree, but Infinity War, J-Rod, that looks good. It's bulky, but it has the sleekness on it, and it has that digital camo pattern to it. So I do like that. See the battle damage pieces here. I hope they kind of upgrade the texture on the face, because it's a bit dated. If they don't, who cares, right? Like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I think everyone expects this. I believe everyone is already expecting a lot of reissues when it comes to Iron Man, right? What are we really going to be surprised if next week it's Mark 6, or the week after that it's Mark 46? Are we still really surprised at this point? I think we all saw this coming. It's just a matter of time. It's kind of like when that diecast Mark 1 hits, you're not going to be surprised. It's like, man, we've been salivating for that for years now. So this shouldn't come as a surprise, this war machine right here. I mean, I'm glad it's here, but anyone that says like, oh man, another reissue, I mean, really, you didn't see this coming? What I didn't see coming, whatever, though, is this guy right here. Because technically no one really asked for this. It's obviously it's not here, but god damn it. See, it's not loading up again. But okay, let's go back here. 5 years. Mars says different base. It's capable of busting the bunker under the all right. Andre says I would prefer upgraded editions rather than reissue. Nothing to do with resale values, but technology moves on quicker with. Yeah, Andre, I agree with you, but I mean, like I said, what kind of upgrades are you really going to bring into this war machine other than the light up functionality? But if they could, I'm pretty sure they would have done it by now. I don't think they're capable of or don't want to do that right now. So that's the only thing I can think of. Honestly, I wanted to, when they not reissued, but they released all these figures again from plastic to diecast, that's an upgrade. That's a beautiful upgrade. But coming from diecast, what's another upgrade there? The light functional. That's the only thing I can think of. You can put it on the chat if you can think of something else. You guys are smarter than me, so that's the only thing I can think of. But other than that, what's your next bet is to do a reissue. So Doc says, I'm hoping it's the 6. I have the 46. I'm sure both of them are going to come out. Even the 4. I would say Mark 4 is coming out too. Local loses. I'm not surprised because if it sells, it sells. Hey man, for-profit company. They are not charity. So Iron Man War Machine is light up feature like the wireless charging. Place the figure in the base and lights up automatically. Yep. How much are they going to add to that price-wise? Who knows? I'm probably really blurry right now because it seems like my connection is bad, but you don't need to see me clearly anyway. But people would be more pissed if they made it better than the original. I don't know, Eddie. Like when they released the die-cast version, that was so much better than the plastic version. I don't know if it's so much better, but it feels better. It feels heavier, feels more premium. Yeah, there was an outcry, and then they got over it. So, yeah, the quarter scale was a complete fart in the wind. Did not want to beat my meat into that announcement last night. I didn't, Doc. Yeah, it was tender. No one asked for a quarter scale Mark 42. They must be catering to Asia. No one asked for this 42. That's what I'm surprised about, because no one literally asked for this guy. Even when it was first released, I don't think it sold pretty well here. So why release it again? Maybe you're right. Maybe in Asia, but even there, is there even a big demand for quarter scale in general? I don't know. I mean, it's so expensive that I'd rather buy a statue at this point, So even if it's articulated, it's so big that I don't really want to, mess around with it that big, So I don't know, but no one asked for this. This is what kind of bothers me now, because I understand the 46, the 4, the 6. People are clamoring for that. I don't see it in forums. I don't see it in like in Facebook pages that people are asking was like, when are we going to re-release quarter scale Mark 43? I've never seen that. I would even not be shocked if it's Mark 42 1/6, but I don't know, man. All right, we just need some stuff to actually comes out. Rechargeable battery section. They'll reissue all of them. I definitely wanted to do the OG7. Thank you, Danny. I'm planning to sell my 46, but I'm not in it for grails, and I don't like it in hand, but love Civil War. That's why I have it. I got it. 1/6 Iron Man figures that you control Bluetooth. Yep, there you go. Might be, I don't know, with your phones. I don't know how much increase we're going to have there. Lane again coming through with a super chat. Appreciate that, Lane. So did you see the quarter scale Dark Knight Catwoman Batpod issue? Man, that looks good. That looks good, Lane. Especially her pose. I might get it just for the pose itself. Because honestly, if you got the Batpod and Catwoman, you cannot. It's almost impossible to put her on the Batpod. It almost is. So I don't know. 42, they need cash flow. Nice pre-order money from quarter scale, especially since yeah, I guess. I don't know if people are actually like, look, maybe they are. I don't know, man. $600 for this. Like I said, I've never heard people or seen abundance of this requesting for, I've seen more people having an outcry for Cyborg than this, so. Will C said the statue game is coming hard on Hot Toys, Queen Studios, Iron Studios, and Infinity Studios are killing it. Did you see that? Selena Kyle is good. 18. My God, Doc says 18 quarter scale figures, 2 of which are Hot Toys, Vader, and Fett. Okay, I thought it was like 18 Hot Toys figures quarter scale. I was just like, did they even made 18 of these? But 1/3 Catwoman. Okay, Local Lou says, from a collector's viewpoint who are new to the game, this is a great time to start. And the core characters, but the quarter scale is a waste of money and space. Instead, give us a Rhino from Spider-Man 2. Yeah, man. I don't know. All right, so let's go now to our thing here. All right, so there's a big debate going on between reissues. I saw that on Collecting Weekly too. It was heated. And I love it. I get the distaste for reissues. I do get both sides, honestly. I've been collecting for a while. Does it bother me? Not as much as others do, honestly. And I've been a victim of it because half of them are, Dark Knight that I do have. All right, let's go back to I think a couple of weeks ago that I did, or maybe a month ago when I did the chart for, when you buy figures. Okay, so this, at least this is my own personal thing. I don't know if you guys buy figures because you think it's going to be rare. That's cool too. You do what you do, but obviously Hot Toys is not the one for that. But obviously my again, so let's put it here. It's not coming through again, obviously, but well, whatever. Okay, so I did it before. I says when I buy a Hot Toys figure, when I like the character, normally 40% of my decision comes because I love the movie. 30 comes from because I love the character. The figure itself might be a dud, but since I love the character, it only matters to me 10%. The value of the figure matters to me 10%, and the future version is 10%. So all in all, when we're talking about value of the figure going down because of reissue, for me, when I make a decision, when I buy a figure, that's only 20% of my decision. So it's not majority of my decision. Listen, all these Hot Toys now have a shelf price, even before reissues. We, like, let's say Captain America. Go back now and see how much an Age of Ultron Captain America is. Not that much, right? It didn't lose too much value. It didn't tank to a zero. Why? It's not because of reissue. They didn't reissue Age of Ultron Captain America. There is another Captain America's out there that killed its value because it's better. Like the endgame version, you can make an argument that it's better, and not everyone is completionist. So if you have Age of Ultron, the normal progression for collectors is that you got Age of Ultron Captain America, and then you buy the better thing. Unless you want to have 7 Captain Americas, that's on you too. But it doesn't take a reissue to kill the value completely of a figure. Well, you can make the case not every figure is Captain America who has like 7 versions, right? But in reality, the Age of Ultron one, then, at one point it was like $400. It got killed because of Civil War. And then another, the other Civil War, there's like 2 Civil War versions, and now the Endgame. And Endgame kind of killed the value of Civil War. So there was no reissue there. It's just, if a franchise keeps on going and the suit is somewhat similar, it would kill the value anyway. You don't need a reissue for that. So it's really up to you there, So when you buy these things, you got to have an idea. Okay, they're going to release a new movie, right? So when they release a new movie, theoretically or historically, the value of your figure is going to come down because most people are going to want the newer brand, the newer figure. All right. So that might not exactly be the case to this Iron Man, right? Because there is new versions. It's the same one. So, and I get it because the War Machine, it's not like he did upgrade, but this one is so classic that it kind of retained its value, right? So it did retain its value, even though there's other War Machines out there, because maybe for whatever reason, it's classic, it's bulkier. Let's be honest, the Iron Man 3 didn't, after this, the Endgame didn't really wow anyone, the slim version. So in that note, I see where the collectors are going to be like, oh man, another reissue. Okay. So I get that from that standpoint. All right, so let me do this. I don't know. Can you guys see this? Okay, there you go. That was my chart back then. Can I zoom this in? Ah, damn it, PDF file, man. Okay, I guess maybe I could. Oh yeah, here you go. So yeah, this was my chart back then. I love the character. I mean, love the movie, 40%. So this is the only one that gets affected when they re-release something. The value and future version. That's it. I don't love the character less. I don't think the character, I don't love the movie less. The figure is still a figure. So it remains there. So 20% is, it kind of sucks because your thing goes down. That's the only thing. If you want to sell it, it would take a hit. It would. So that's the reality of that. Okay, so let's get this out. Let me go back to the chat real quick here. All right, let's go back. From a collector's viewpoint, or yeah, okay, I get that there. I absolutely love 46 concept art. Okay, Brett, I bought and returned the quarter scale Mark III. Very unimpressed. Had less paint. Yeah, they were kind of like giving them away at them on that one of those was steal the deal at one point. Uh, there are quite a few new pre-orders of Hot Toys have committed to. Maybe these reissues will fill the gaps while we wait. Maybe. He says just to see John's blood pressure go up. Absolute Urban reissue Days of Future Past Wolverine and see reissue haters die. Oh man, yeah, they would definitely die with that. Check blood pressure. Feel sometimes Hado needs to branch out to the Trinity. They do, and I would tackle on that. Will good point right there. Isn't that high? Is it? That's very high, Danny. I think my only actual rare Hot Toys figures are Luke and Han Stormtrooper disguise. I think there are like maybe one. Yeah, they're rare. There's a few rare ones too. It's really shelf life and value do decrease. This is why I get what you. Yeah, and also you got to know when to let go. But then again, I would make an argument for the people who doesn't reissue that you don't know when reissues are going to drop. Now I can tell you right now, if you want to let go of your Mark IV or Mark VI, now is the right time because anytime they could drop those. So you got to take advantage of those newbies that are trying to pay a premium for those figures. So you got to capitalize on those. JT, I agree about the movie and the character. I bought the Toys strike suit, even though can barely move and looks average, but I love Cap. And exactly, so with that, are they gonna reissue? If they reissue straight up that, I mean, they could, but I hope they do some improvements because that figure needs improvements. Brett says what bothered me about reissues is that they could easily change the base, take out a couple of accessories, just something to make it different enough for current owners to feel their figures still have value. Brett, let's be honest, they can do that, right? They could, and maybe make it cheaper to balance out, the playing field. But I think owners are still gonna, be pissed about it because at the end of the day, it's about the value, right? And let's say this War Machine, the ones who's gonna get this are newer collectors. This War Machine is fetching for what, $600-700 on eBay now. If they re-release that without the battle damage pieces for $340, maybe $320, for example, $340, it's still going to take a hit. You can't sell it for $700 anymore because let's say I'm new and I missed out on it. I'm not going to pay $700 for the battle damage pieces. You might be able to sell yours for, instead of $700, maybe $400, a little bit higher than retail, but it would take a hit. Now, would that really balance out? I don't know if it will. Would that make the current owners feel that their figure is still? They would still say that, hey, man, this is BS. Why did they do that? So, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it would, unless you take out key component of it. But if you do, it'll be, I don't know. It'll be detriment to them because they're what? I don't know, man. They might not sell more, but I don't think that it's a good idea. It's a good idea because I think Mario said that too, that they got to remove some things here and there, but I don't think that would satisfy the current owners as well, nor they do care about the current owners, I think. Do they get any third party? They want to, I think there's one, J-Rod. I'm sure there's like third party die-cast shields in there. Mars says, sold my DX11 shortly after DX when I was expecting a 3.0 version. There you go. You got to anticipate this. I think they were going to come out with a Joker. I think they will. And if they don't, then Mario got $600 out of it. I think you got $600, right, Mario? So that's a good trade-off, right? Lokaloo, Batman, the dark, is it, what do you call that? The dark Nightmare Bats is an exclusive, so I guess you could do an uproar. War Machine Mark IV is really underrated figure. It's one of the best. I agree. Observing Humanity. Once they reissued Nightmare Batman and nothing was safe. Man, I'm telling you guys, unload that Dark Side Anakin as long as it's hot. Unload it right now. Hot Toys did branch out Cyberpunk figure. Oh my god. I know what you mean, right? Like Rogue One, Dead Troopers versus Mando OG was still a little better. Yeah, but it did took a hit, right? Like let's say you're casual, and let's say that uh even the shore trooper, look at it now, it took a dip, so because at the end of the day, this is what we're talking about. They're like repaints, right? Like that trooper, they're basically repaints. Punisher War Machine, when we see it in upcoming movie, man, I want to get that single songwriter too, man. Buddy says the movie promo version with less stuff but really great price seems to be a reasonable way to go. Original diecast War Machine is still selling for 600 even now. The announcement just so sell your old one. Go ahead, do it, man. If you can sell for that price, I would go ahead and do it and wait a couple of years, if that's so, and get 200 more out of it. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So okay. So the only thing that would suck for me, because price is good. Like I said, it's 20% of my decision, right? Like I get it. You want to retain value for a $300 figure that you buy, but at the same time, if you buy if you buy a Bugatti, same thing, you get out of the garage, it goes down in value, and that's a nice car, right? Like there's no guarantee in the world. There's none. uh Kind of like if you buy stocks, there's no guarantee that this stock is going to go high, high, so that's it. You play, you gamble. But the good thing about Hot Toys is you're not just completely gambling, because you actually like the figure that you're getting. So you're winning regardless, right? And it's not gonna go down to like it's nothing. You have a War Machine, at some point it's gonna sell out. Somebody said it earlier, like in 5 years they're gonna reissue it again. If you feel that way, in the fourth year or third year, sell your War Machine. If you really think that it's a commodity, sell your War Machine, cash in. That's it, right? Just cash in. If that's how you look at these Hot Toys, then cash in, because there's two things that's going to happen. Either they're going to improve the figure, or they're going to reissue it. So if you really treat this as a commodity, there's a perfect timing for this. I'm telling you right now, the perfect time for Mark IV is now. I do have Mark IV. I might sell it, just to be smart. Now, if I lose, what if they don't reissue Mark IV, right? That's the question. That's the biggest concern. What if they don't? Well, why did you sell it, right? If you sell it and then they don't reissue it, I don't know what's more important to you, having Mark IV or getting a profit out of it. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. So you got to choose. Do you see this as a commodity, or you just have it, right? So it was really, if you keep it and then they reissue it like that, Yoda, it got released, reissued, low key. They reissued it low key. Now it's sold out again. It's high again. Could they reissue it again? Sure, they could. But if you really want to capitalize on it now, wait till it's like 350 and then sell it. So, hey, Lewis, what's going on, man? So the one thing that it would hurt me before is that back then, repaints, we feel like repaints is going in the way of Hot Toys making new products, because I love collectibles and that's what I do. I mean, if the value goes high, that's a bonus for me. If it doesn't, whatever, I still have it, right? I still have it. So oh my God, Nicole, you says I want a re-release of the Porcelain Stormtrooper. If the value goes high, great. If I feel I want to move on from this while it's still high, maybe the figure is not, I kind of got tired of it, then I'll sell it. Cool. But once they start reissuing as a cop out of like making new figures, that's where I'm kind of getting irritated. I was like, dude, you could be putting all this effort into a new figure. However, when did Hot Toys really did a new figure though? As far as I can remember, other IPs we're talking about, Pennywise, which is not even out yet, Hellboy, which is a really great figure, Alita. I don't count the two Johnny Depp figures, the Gridenwald or whatever they are. But other than that, this is all we see lately, right? So if they're not reissuing, this is what they're doing. Hold on. So now you're going to ask yourself, would you rather see a reissue or figures? Because literally every week, this is what we're seeing. Let me put it here. So it's not like reissue is taking their of course it's not doing that again. I don't know if you guys saw that, but all right. So if they're not reissuing, they're repainting a Stormtrooper. either we get a stormtrooper like this, which I know Danny's happy about, or a Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, I consider this like a repaint. I mean, how you put a sweater on him, and how many Spider-Mans do you really need? Oh, and look at that, an assault tank commander, or another figure with a helmet on, another variant of stormtrooper, a death trooper. Oh, this is like mostly a reissue, another Vader, but whatever. Another Boba with another helmet on. Oh, the transport trooper kind of looks like the tank trooper. You know what I mean here? So it's not like, oh, another Spider-Man. So these are figure-wise, these are not quality figures. These are repaints. These are the same figure with a different packaging and a different paint. There's no innovation here whatsoever. So was on a reissue, right? It already happened. So, oh, look at the short trooper. On a squad leader short trooper. So it's not like reissue is taking away, it's the same thing. This is you might as well call this a reissue, Darth Maul that's been, a remnant trooper. This is all what we've gotten since, in the past couple of years, right? Clone trooper, sorry, all troopers, another Mandalorian, which is Death Watch, another Boba, another Spider-Man. Oh, look at that. A Stormtrooper commander. What a shocker. We're not getting any new figures. So it's either they're going to reissue a figure that's really, really good in War Machine Mark 1, or they're going to keep on doing this crap. So you guys choose. I'd rather see another good figure reissue. I'd rather see a quality figure get reissued than get all these guys that looks the same. So these are, like the announcements that they made. There's no Alita, there's no Hellboy, there's no John Wick. This is all what we're getting so far. All these guys. So and then this is the reissue ones that at least that they've announced, or some of them have released. So those figures, just by figure itself, they don't really impress me. They're just stormtroopers with a red on their face or whatever. And this is the reissue so far. Well, it doesn't include. I just downloaded this from I guess OSR. Batman Begins, really good figure, looks good. 2 head sculpts, $250. We'd rather get this than a stormtrooper if I'm a new collector. Nightmare Batman, really good figure as well. DX12, $290. You get 2 head sculpt, maybe 3 with the light up head, beautiful base. So as far as a figure collector, this is better than what I just showed you, like the Spider-Mans and the Stormtroopers. I'd rather get this. I'd rather get a nicely engineered Mark V. Now, I'm not a big fan of this Whiplash, but whatever, it's there. This is a good looking figure too. This Mark 47, 43. I guess they reissued Hulkbuster. I mean, Batpod is $260. Beautiful. It's a vehicle, but it's the same price as Wanda. Mark 50, I guess it's a low-key reissue. The one at the bottom is just like low-key reissues as well. And then you can put in a War Machine in there and the other figures. So would you rather get these guys or get more of the Trooper / Spider-Man? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're like a Trooper lover or just a Spider-Man collector, you'd rather have them than Mark V, which is a beautifully crafted figure, so that's just me. At least Iron Man, you're getting a quality die cast, beautifully engineered figure. Head sculpt is great, has gimmicks with light up, but like this Batman, $290, 3 head sculpts basically, with the sonar eyes and all that stuff. So I don't know. Look no further than Mark 47. Everything your mother pre-ordered, yet still sitting on Sideshow. Market is now super saturated. If you have Mark 6 or sell now, yeah, that's the thing. You guys know it's coming. We know it's coming. The 6 or 46. I wouldn't be surprised. No one's surprised at this point. This is where the Grail piece comes in because everyone's Grail was 47 back then. Up until there's like a million of them in Sideshow warehouses. Now it's not a Grail anymore. I don't understand. So diecast Mark 1 is a huge gap. Made easy by letting go of some OT. All right, let's see here. Let me go back here a little bit. Yeah. Danny loved Troopers. So if you have crazy scalper prices, maybe Howard Chen will release the figure for me at retail. I think that's the barometer for Howard Chen. You see, he sees the eBay prices. I want a piece of that. So it would be nice if they release Peter B. Parker from. They might. They're tapping into that as well. We need more troopers in our lives. SW fans like myself, this is bad with pre-order. Just wait until the rest of 5-6 Star Wars. Yeah, man. I mean, good luck with you guys, Star Wars fans. It's intense. You guys are in the first wave. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is like getting the first Avengers all over again back in 2012. So you're in for a ride. That ride for Marvel fans lasted for 8 years. So if you don't let go of those, man, good luck with that. Andre, exactly, Andre. If they started doing reissues instead of like Die Hard, all these classic films, I'll be upset. But how would I get upset if instead of releasing Spider-Man's, I see I'd rather see Mark 5, Mark 6. I got Mark 4. They might as well reissue Mark 4 than see another variant of Spider-Man, to be quite honest. So what do you think of the reissue? I think it's not unnecessary, Lewis. I don't know. That caught me off guard right there. So look no further. Okay, let's see here. I don't consider Spider-Man figures repaint because the figure suit has to be printed in different texture. Only one PS4 Spider-Man. Yeah, I get it, Local, but we call like the Iron Mans back then repaints as well. Because you got the 7. Yeah, they might be different here and there, but still, I mean, how many back then? How many Iron Mans do you need, and how many Spider-Mans do you really need? Like how Lane says troopers, please. I'm waiting for Iron Man Mark 1. Oh, it's a cat. DVA mechanics. Not a reissue, but I'd love to see a New Hope Luke. I have that single songwriter. It was not a very good sculpt, so I agree with the updated head sculpt. I'm Legend says here, I prefer the Iron Man Micast diecast reissue. Me too. I mean, if we're gonna get all these helmeted versions, might as well reissue all the diecast versions. Any figure reissue basically becomes another first order stormtrooper. Poor Mark 47. Yeah, Mark 47. I feel bad for those who bought that 47 for like a high price. So the answer how many Spider-Mans you need is all of them. Okay, so a lot of people are saying too that all they do is Iron Man. And I got this, I guess, let me see if I can pull it up here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with shout out to George, I believe his name. He got this charts for nope, right here. So people are saying that all they release is Iron Man. I think there's only like 17 since the last time they did it. Let me see here. Oh no, I didn't download that thing. Oh, maybe this one. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, it shows that they released since 2019. They announced / released 17 Iron Mans, 17 Stormtroopers, and 17 Spider-Mans. So they're up there. So they're all up there that, it's not really all Iron Man anymore. That was like 4 years ago. And if you're a Mandalorian collector, he got a chart too, man. This guy is hardcore. Of course, it's not there. But yeah, so basically he's saying that Mandalorian has 32 figures already for just the Star Wars. It's either announcements or Pre-orders, Mandalorian has 32. The next closest is The Force Awakens at 26 figures. And then Rogue One, I believe, at 18. And A New Hope at 18 as well. So if you're looking for the episode, let's say New Hope, Empire Strikes Back has 13, and it looks like The Force Awakens has 26. Okay, I said that. Episode 6? Well, I guess they haven't released anything from episode 6 then. Yeah, there is 13, Return of the Jedi. All right, so there is. But man, if you're a Mandalorian fan and it's not even done yet, and they already have 32 figures in pre-orders / announcements or whatever, good luck with that. Because he even totaled it. He said it's gonna cost you around like 9,000 for all those Mandalorian figures if you do all that. So wow. The Nobi says Attack of the Star Wars pre-orders. Yeah. So good luck with this, because if you are doing this, let's zoom this in. If you are into Star Wars, see this, man. I didn't do this chart, by the way. So it's George. George Schultz, I believe he is. He does this charts, and then I just downloaded it. Man, 32 in Mandalorians. Whew. Next one is there's 26 in Force Awakens, which no one buys that anyway, so at least you're safe. But the OT, as you can see here, like A New Hope 18, that ship has sailed. Maybe they'll reissue it. Who knows? Empire ESBS 13 and Return of the Jedi has 13, so there's room for those two. But Phantom Menace is 3. I think 2 of them are Darth Maul, or maybe I don't know what the first one is Qui-Gon. Attack of the Clones is 3. Rogue One has 18. I'm surprised about that. That's mostly troopers, I'm guessing. But imagine The Mandalorian. You're in season 2. You got 32. Good luck with that. Let's say 12,000 with all the shipping and tax. There you go. Really got to pick and choose if you collect multiples. Later this year into next year is going to be bananas. JT 1979. Hopefully we'll get Wave of Return of the Jedi 40th in 2023. Yeah, if we get that, they'll be released in 2025. Now he says can't collect them all. Yeah, man. So if this is your plan, good luck. So this is his chart. He made this. I didn't make this. So props to George for this. I want to download his charts too, but he used something like different than Excel. So I don't know how to use that. They should make more figures from Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3. I think you're right, because Episode 1, there's only 3, and 2 of them are malls. Attack of the Clones, I don't even remember what they did for Attack of the Clones. Oh, okay. Anakin. And is that Revenge? Oh, no, I don't know what they did for Attack of the Clones, honestly. Revenge is Anakin, Obi-Wan. I don't know, man. Lewis says, what is the link of the chart? It's in Google Docs. I don't know, man. Let's be honest, there's reissues. It will have outfits that fall apart, but upgrades people think would be one Hulk from Avengers, which is that Hulk Lokaloo. They could do that with an Endgame version because he appeared again on Endgame. So, they can make it a repaint, right? Not reissue. Make it a repaint with the updated head sculpt. I think people would not going to complain about that. So, and there's still Obi-Wan series. Yeah, man, it's gonna be rough. This just for Star Wars is the king right now. I think, is this the other one here? Okay, yeah. So this one right here, let me share. So I believe this is since 2019 to 2021. So a lot of people are complaining about Iron Mans now. So let's zoom this in. It's like, oh, we got too many Iron Mans. So this is from 2019 to 2021. There's 17 Spider-Mans that was released, announced. Trooper has 17. Iron Man has only 11. And Batman has 6. So you can't say that, really blame them if they released like 4 more Iron Mans. Even if they did, it's not even going to catch up because the Trooper and Spider-Man is just going to keep on piling up. So Iron Man got to catch up, man. So, hey, to those who saying that all Hot Toys does is Iron Man, you got to, I don't. George has a chart and I believe him. And here are the other releases as well. God, man, look at all these Spider-Mans. Scarlet, Stealth, Deluxe, Upgraded, Spider-Man Deluxe, Homemade, Negative, Iron Spider. Woo. I mean, I love Spider-Man, but I don't love Spider-Man that much. Spider Armor, Miles Morales, classic suit. I don't know if he even included Miles Morales here. Maybe he did. So, but boy, I'd rather see a quality figure. All right. So if that means I gotta see Mark win again, more than a 2020 Miles Morales suit, then so be it. So that's where I stand on it. Um, is it bad that they're doing that? I don't really care. People are gonna say, "Hey, man, the newer collectors." I get it too, man. You missed it. You missed it. Overpay on eBay, but Hot Toys kind of caught up with it, and they want to cut on their own. Doesn't bother me because honestly, the grails that they might reissue, I don't plan on selling anyway. And I just want to break even. When I retire, it's gonna break even. Like there are figures when I retire and I sell all of these. There's figures that's gonna cost a little bit more, and there's gonna be figures that would cost a little bit less, unless all you collect is, sequels Star Wars. Then you just lost money all over the place. But as long as I can somewhat break even, because you can't count the years that you enjoy these figures. You took them out, displayed them, played with it. You're supposed to lose money, right? Maybe not supposed to. I hope I get break even. Honestly, I do. That's if I did lose a little bit, then I'll take it. I'll take it. I enjoy them while I have it with me. Do I want to retain their value? Of course I do. Does this reissue hurt them? Of course they do. But I'm not gonna sell them for, like, if you have the old War Machine, you're not gonna sell it for $100. You won't. If it's 380, like if you sell it now, obviously you're gonna lose money. But if you wait a little bit more, you're gonna get money anyway. It's gonna sell out at some point. And if you feel like they're gonna reissue it again, then cash in. It's all about timing. That's how the world works. It's all about timing. So all you gotta do. I wouldn't for all you FOMO collectors. What is J Rod says? Mark 7 is gonna hit waitlist soon. Yeah, man, get that blue screen. God, man, if you don't want Mark 7, who cares if it goes on waitlist? Who cares? But it is a good figure, though, if we're just talking about figure itself. So it is a good figure. Man, I'm just saying, like, I have a few, like, quote unquote grails. Like, I just let go of my Anakin recently for a good price. So I have a feeling he's gonna get reissued. But if he doesn't, I'm okay with it. Don't like Anakin that much. Now I do love my Christopher Reeve Superman. If I feel like he's gonna get reissued, would I sell him? No, because the value's not that much. Plus, if it gets reissued, guess what? I'll just buy another one and Kid Bash another one too. So I don't know, man. So Equan says Mark 7 has been there for ages. No excuse if you missed out. All of a sudden, when something sells out, there's like new collectors that popped out all of a sudden that they just missed it by a day for whatever reason. So that's just how it goes, I guess. You just want what you can't have. And missed out on a lot of figures. Some of them worth it, some of them not. That's just how it is. Some of them are not gonna get reissued, I feel like, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna overpay with those things. There's always gonna new things that gets reissued, and there's always this new thing. But where I stand on this reissue, I'd rather see a reissue than a repaint of this goddamn Stormtroopers. I'm just saying, or Spider-Mans. I'd rather see a quality figure than a quality repaint. And it might not align to everyone, but But what I want to talk about next is no, not now, but next live stream is, we're talking about that 47. The Grail status has been stripped away from Mark 47. And Mario says, just like Dark Side Anakin, sat on shelf forever. Now it's going, yeah, that Dark Side Anakin, I'm telling you, man, that's gonna get reissued. It's not even a question. Because in Marvel, there's a question mark right now because there's Marvel is moving on to a new phase. But Star Wars is just getting started. They're just getting started. So you're gonna see this guy's getting reissued. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Grails next time. I know I've been kind of pushing that back because 47 lost its Grail status. What if Darkseid Anakin gets reissued? Is he gonna lose his Grail status too? Like this Mark One, did it lose its Grail status because it got reissued? So we all have different definitions of Grail. Some people are gonna say that it's if it's close to your heart, whatever holds value to you. But that's kind of like saying who's the best ever in basketball. There's always a universal best ever. It's you can't always say that, hey man, I learned basketball from watching Harold Miner back in Miami Heat. That could be your GOAT. But there's a universal GOAT that we talked about here. So we'll talk about that soon. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. So yep. Hopefully oh god, J-Rod says LeBron. Hey man, if LeBron is your GOAT, I can't even argue with you. The guy has the hardware to prove it. Got the stats. He's personally not my GOAT, but if he's your GOAT, I can't even argue with you. So all right, later, guys. Have a good night, and maybe I'll see you next week if we get some time. All right, have a good evening.